Hi guys, welcome to this masterclass about B2 complete first. I'm Meadow and I'm going to be your teacher during these 2 sessions. Okay, so we're going to start with the index and check the main points that we are going to check in this session. So in this section, we are going to check, we are going to study the exam about selectividad. An important part that we need to access to the university, and we are going to check about the English exam, options, questions, parts that you have to answer, the most important parts. Okay, second part of this session will be passive. You know that passive sentences are an important part of grammar in English, and we need to write formal text. Right, conditionals, another important part of grammar that we are gonna check today. And of course, we're gonna end in a game, okay? A game, you know, pasapalabra, so it's similar, but with the words that we studied today. Okay, we start with eval, or more commonly known selectividad, exam that you have to do to access to university. Here. So the exam has 2 options, option A and option B. In this case, we are going to study or do the option A. Next session, we're going to do 1, or we are going to 1, and we are going to resolve this one, because I'm going to you could do the exam that it's under the video. Okay. You can find the exam under the video in the description of the video. So this text is about J.R.R. Tolkien's and his novel, Lord of the Rings. Okay. As you can read, it's common vocabulary. You understand. I think you understand perfect, perfectly, cause it's in the level B1, and I think you won't have problems to solve this exam, right? Yes, you want to read, so read it. I'm going to, yeah. In the introduction to a 15th university printing of The Hobbit. As his sons grew up, they also helped him type up the stories. So the most important part in this text is to know the words, because we have questions about grammar and of course about vocabulary that you have to pick up from the text. Okay. So next one. You finished to read? Yes? So the questions, we have 6 questions in this exam, right? 6 questions with the directions, also with the points that you could get if you answer correctly. Okay, all questions are related with the text. And in the first one, so 2 points, you can get 2 points. 2 points, sorry. And we have to answer one question about the test. It's a summarize. You have to write a summarize. Okay. Or you have to answer this question according with the text. Could be a summarize, could be a specific part of the text. So the exercise 1, it's about true or false, and you have to write lines, write number of lines, and write the first 2 words of that line and the last 2 of that line. For example, if the answer is in here, so you have to write 5 criticated his father, and then no today, because the sentence is all of them. Okay, line 5, line 8, line 8. This question, you can get 1.5 points as a whole and 0.5 for each one. So 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. The exercise number 3, it's about only one choice. You have to choose the best option according with the text. It's a line that summarizes the text. Okay. We read the text, we read the options, and choose the best one. So in this one, you have to get, or you can get 0.5. And the cases number 4, it's about vocabulary, okay? You can get 2 points as a whole, 0.4 each one, so 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, and whole 2 points. And the first one part, 2 minutes, complete minutes, and you have to write the word that corresponds with this definition, with this minute. And in B, you have to find synonyms inside the text, in the text. Worried, preocupado. Murmured, what's the meaning? Murmured? Murmuro. Assistance, asistente. And the exercise number 5, we have the questions about grammar. Okay, guys. So we have A or B, according to the instructions given. In this case, number 1. So first of all, 1 point for each one, 0.5 each one, right? And this one, we have to write this sentence in passive. So could you do it? Could you do it, guys? Yes, come on. Don't worry if you have questions, because we're gonna check after the exam passive voice, passive sentences. Yes, you did it. So we have the subject, G.R.R. Tolkien. We have the verb, broad and past simple, and we have the direct complement. So, as you know, passive, one of the greatest literary works of the 20th century, is the subject, in passive, one of the greatest literary works of 20th century. And then to passive, we need verb be. In passive and past simple, because the verb in active is past simple, was written by, another part of passive, by, you are talking. Don't worry, because we're going to see later. The second one, it's about write a question for which the underlying word is the answer. So you have to write a question, and in the question you have to answer these words. Okay, so it's people, who, but it's not the subject of the sentence. So it's a complement. Who, cause it's people, did talking find inspiration to write the Lord of the Rings in, okay? In, it's part of the question, cause we have this preposition. And the last part of the exam is writing. You have to write 120 words. You can get 3 points in this writing. And also, it's about the text. It's about the content of the text related with the text, as I said before. The whole exam is related with the text. And it's a writing. So my recommendation for this writing is you write the most formal style that you can, okay? So now, guys, we're going to go to the next part of the session, passive part of grammar, important part of grammar that you have to know, because it's possible these sentences are in the exam for eval. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to check passive sentences that are an important part. Okay, so passive. So passive is written is do it with the verb be. Verb be always, that's important. Don't forget verb be. Past participle, past participle, it's danced with ed at the end, or the third column, most commonly known, third column of the list, irregular verb list, so eat, ate, eaten, it's a past participle. The active, we're gonna check one example. Sam washed all the dirty plates. So we have the subject Sam, washed, past simple verb, on all the dirty plates. It's the direct complement in this case. Okay. And passive, first of all, we have to check the subject of the passive. That will be direct complement of the active sentence. Okay. Yes. And the verb, we have past simple. What is the past simple of be? Was or were. In this case is plates. plates, so where. This not refers to some, refers to this one, okay? Careful with that. And of course, washed is a regular verb, so it's the same, ed. But if his could be break, some broke all the dirty plates were broken by some, okay? Yes, and of course, some will be the agent, and in passive we have to write by some. This preposition is compulsory in passive sentences when we know the subject. For example, if it's his day, they washed all the dirty plates. We don't need to write here the subject, the agent. All the dirty plates were washed. That's all. So if the active, they washed all the dirty plates were washed. We don't need to write by them because we don't know the subject, and it's not important for us who broke the plates, right? Yes, questions about this? Okay, pay attention that if we have, for example, here present participle, some has washed all the dirty plates. In this case, we have to introduce be always. So we have to write all the dirty plates have been washed by some. Yes, that's okay. So the verb, the tense of this verb is the same like this. In this case, we have to introduce the verb be. Yes, right? So do it. They founded our school in 1994. Could you do it? Come on. Yes, it's easy. It's easy, right? Come on. Founded. What's the meaning? Founded. Careful with is not the verb find. That is irregular. In this case, it's regular. It's found. Found means fundar. Yes, you did it. Come on. So this one, we have they as a subject, founded, regular verb, and our school. Our school is the direct complement, and this is another complement. So this one, it doesn't matter, okay? Don't forget this one. You have to write when you finish the passive. So our school, direct complement, was founded, was because it's past simple, and school is one, eat. You can say eat. So who, in this case, we don't know who founded the school, so it doesn't matter. We don't write who founded the school. And of course, the year, It's important part, but in the passive, it's the same place. Yes, next one. Someone has stolen by my wallet. Forget this C, okay? It's a mistake. Pay attention to the subject, someone. Pay attention to the verb. In this case, it's has stolen. And my wallet, it's the direct complement. Don't forget that. And I as I said before, forget the C, forget it, olvidarla, because it's a mistake. Yes, come on. My wallet has been stolen. My wallet, direct complement. Some has stolen, has been stolen. We introduce been by someone, but someone it's not important because we don't know. If here it's Sam, or could be Michael, my wallet has been stolen by Michael. Okay, come on. Next three. Next one, G.R.R. Tolkien wrote The Lord of the Rings. This is easy because we have past simple, direct complement, and subject. Remember the preposition that we have to use in passive sentences to introduce the agent. Yes, you did it? Come on. The Lord of the Rings, The Lord of the Rings, direct complement, subject and passive, was, singular, was, it's a book, written, past participle, of write, wrote, written, right? By, we know the writer, okay, the name of the writer. So we have to write the name by G.R.R. Tolkien. Yes, questions about that? So you can do your questions inside no, sorry, under the video, right? So now we're going to go to the next part of grammar for this section. Conditionals, okay, conditionals. Do you know conditionals? Yes, no, don't worry, it's easy. It's our Spanish. Si yo estudio, aprobaré. O si yo estudio, apruebo. Si yo hubiera estudiado, hubiese aprobado. I'm gonna start. So the first one, type 0, if present simple, comma, present simple. If you heat water to 100 degrees, it boils. So if, it's compulsory, heat, present simple, boils, present simple. In this case, if present simple means things that are generally or always true. So if you heat water to 100 degrees, boils. The water boils. It's a true. It's a truth, right? So that's easy. Don't worry, we're gonna practice later. Type 1. Type 1, it's similar to 0, but with difference. For example, in this case, so first of all, type 1, if present simple, comma, future simple, or more commonly known, will. You know, will. I will go to the bar next days. If they don't lose the match, if they don't lose, we have present simple. Present simple. They will win. Okay, will win. You can also write the contractions. They'll win, and it's correct too. Yes, questions about this? No, it's easy. So in this case, we have past simple, if it's the type 2, sorry. Type 2, if past simple, comma, but, infinitive. Remember that but and will, we cannot translate it. We translate would and want and will in the verb, with the verb. The types 2, past simple, would plus infinitive. Remember that after would, infinitive. After will, infinitive. Type 2, the example. If, you know, I won. Won is the past simple of win, ganar. If I won a trophy, I would buy a car. Yes? Second conditional, we use second conditional when we want to talk about imaginary or contrary to facts, impossible or improbable things, okay? And type 3, I think it's the most difficult conditional, because we have combined two verbs, two tenses, a bit difficult, but don't worry, because I know you can do it perfectly. If plus past participle, comma, main clause, would, have, cause after would is infinitive, and in this case past participle. So we use would plus present participle, present perfect. You know, if you, of course, the subject, had texted past perfect, past participle right here. No, it's incorrect. Past perfect. Me, yesterday, comma, I wouldn't have forgotten. Wouldn't, it's negative here. Have forgotten, present perfect. The least. Forgotten is the past participle of forget, forgot, forgotten. Yes? It's okay. So careful with this, it's a mistake. If plus past perfect, past perfect. So do it, come on. If we have, if it rained, you would have gotten wet. Gotten, it's the past participle of get, got, or get, got, gotten, okay? So gotten is used in American language, American English. So for you, maybe the best option, got. But you can also use to, both are correct. Yes. So write the sentence, and try to discover which verb is necessary to complete the sentence. Yes, you finished this one. So you discovered the word. We have would plus present perfect. In this case will be past perfect. Past perfect. Hot. Hot rained. And second one, if it rained, you complete this gap, get wet. Careful with the tense of the first word, the first verb, and the if clause. Yes, very good. So if it rained, you would get. It's the second conditional. So this one is the third conditional. If it rains, you get wet. It's the same, but with other tense. Careful, this is present simple. Yes. Will. If it rains, you will get wet. Okay, it's the first conditional. And we go to the last one, and then we play. Ice melts if you blah 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 eat. This blah blah blah, it's a verb. Can you tell me which verb is correct in this cup? Okay. Heats, calentar. Melts, derretir. It's the same that here. Okay. So if you have questions, you can write them below. Yep. So now we're gonna play to end the session. As I say at the beginning of the class, we're gonna play to a typical Spanish game, a typical well-known game around the world, pasapalabra. So we're gonna start. So to start, you have 15 seconds to answer each one, okay? Number one, letter A. Using instead of a when the following word begins with vowel sound. This word begins with a. Yes. And it's correct. And next one, B. We need this verb in passive sentences, in passive voice. It's easy. B, verb B. That's right, very good. So number 3, letter C, it's a bit difficult. It's a phrasal verb that means make place tidy by removing things from it or putting them. Yes, it's a bit difficult, this one. Clear up, clear up, clear up. Next one. The auxiliary verb that we use in present simple and in expressions, for example, with the words like sport, blah, 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 sport, blah, 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 exercises. Yes, you know it. Do, the auxiliary verb for present simple. I don't know, I don't ride, or he doesn't dance. Of course, in questions, do we dance? Next one, E. E, it's the writing that is compulsory in Cambridge exam. One writing that it's important in Cambridge exam affairs. You know it. You have to write formal style. Yes, no. Essay, the essay. You have to write an essay in your Cambridge exam. F. The definition for F is one of the options that you could answer in the second exercise of selectividad, English exam for selectividad. Yes, no, come on, it's easy. Remember, we have two options, true or false, according with the text. G, again, it's a phrasal verb that means continue doing something, especially work. Continue doing something, especially in work. Yes, no, difficult. I think it's a bit difficult, this one word. Three, two, one. Get on with. Get on with. Okay, get on. H. A phrasal verb again. This phrasal verb contains the verb that the auxiliary verb for present perfect. Yes, no, come on. Have a go, have a go. That means try something, Intentar algo. Next one, I starts, this word begins with I. This word is used in conditional sentences. Remember conditional sentences that we start with one word. That word means sí in Spanish. Yes, it's easy, right? Three, two, one. If, okay, if. Perfect, good job. We jump J. L. L. Opposite of early. The word begins with L and means opposite of early. Come on. Yes, no, yes, it's easy. Three, two, one. Later, later, más tarde, early, más temprano. M. This word, it's a verb and means create. The verb begins with M. Begins with M. Yes. Make. Remember that make means hacer with the meaning of fabricar, crear. It's a bit different. Respect to do. N. What happened with N? N. It's a word, antonymous, the opposite of always. You know, always. The word begins with N. Yes, no, come on. Never. Never. Okay, nunca. The opposite of always. Always means nunca. Oh. Oh, it's a modal verb. And the synonym of this verb is should. Should, debería. It's more formal than should. Yes, no. Three, two, one. How to. How to. It's more formal than should and means should, debería. The same. P. What happened with P? It's a phrasal verb. This phrasal verb begins with P and means collect someone or something. Collect. Collect. Take. Yes, you know? Pick up. Pick up. Pick up the pencils, pick up the rubbers. We jump J and we go to R. R. This word begins with R and it's one of the writings that you could choose and second part of the exam be G. Remember that we have essays, articles, stories, another letters, and another one that starts with R. In this writing, you can describe a book, a restaurant, a hotel, a film, giving your opinion, and if it's a book or a film, you can say the plot without the ending, because that is a spoiler. Yes, no, come on. Yes. Review, or in Spanish, reseña. Next one is number of questions that you must answer to pass the exam, selectividad exam. Remember that we have one about one question about the text related directly with the text, another one true or false, one of vocabulary, one of the grammar, one writing. Choose the best word, the best sentence that summarize. Yes, 6 questions for that exam. Next one, T. These words this word begins with T, and it's the opposite to false, and it's one of the options in second exercise for selectividad. Yes, no, come on. Or false. It's easy, come on. True or false. You. This word, it's part of conditional sentences, and if the same, the meaning of this word is if not. You can write if and negative if you don't know, but you can write that word and in the main question, the main sentence, no, I know. The meaning is if not. Yes, no. Unless you know, si no lo sabes, if you don't know, si no lo sabes. It's the same, but with different part. So don't worry, we're gonna check this in next session. V. No V, we jump V and X, sorry. We're going to J. Oops, sorry. J. It's a word that means still until the present and still until the present, and it's a word used in present perfect or past perfect. Negative or question sentences. Yes, come on. Yet, okay, perfect. So we are going to end this session with a quote. The quote about friendship. The quote is from one of the most well-known books written by Oscar Wilde. The book is The Portrait of Dorian Gray. So the quote says, "Laughter is not at all a bad beginning for a friendship, and it is by far the best ending for one." So, could you think about the quote, please? And think what things did he want to transmit? Laughter is not all a bad beginning for friendship, and it is by far the best ending for one. Yes, so the quote means that laughter shows kindness, shows friendly, yes, and people don't want to end a friendship on a bad way, in bad terms, you know? So, what about you? What do you think about this quote, this meaning? Do you agree with Oscar Wilde? Yes, no? So in my case, I want to preserve my friends. There many years later, the rest of my life. Yes. So see you on Thursday at 7 o'clock, right? Bye bye. Nice week.